Oh, my goodness. Mid-2000s, you never disappoint, do you? I mean, how did Raven and Josh Peck's alter egos not have their own spin-off at some point? I mean, come on, it writes itself. Also, quick aside here, but Raven's fake mom sure is dragging that wagon, you know what I'm saying? So Raven gets all dressed up like a Tyler Perry character and goes to talk to her teacher about what she did the day before and hopefully smooth everything over, and her parents will be none the wiser. So Kevin and Margaret do their little dance thing and they're talking about sweet nonsense or whatever, and just when things are looking like they might be getting pretty good, you'll never guess what happens.
Let's get this party started, shall we?
There's 3 Vanessa Hudgens in this movie? They made a sequel to The Princess Switch and they added another Vanessa Hudgens? At this rate, Princess Switch 3 is just gonna be about an army of Vanessa Hudgens rising from the melting polar ice caps, snatching up every 30-something-year-old guy with a chiseled jawline and no particular personality whatsoever. Like I said, they go out into the street to eat whatever these are supposed to be. And can I just say, like, I get that they're supposed to look like teenagers from the 90s or whatever, and I don't know exactly how accurate it is, but these guys all just look like any of those self-proclaimed hot guys on TikTok. You know, the ones who just can't stop licking and biting their lips for some reason. Do you or someone you know suffer from TikTok face? TikTok face is a life-threatening condition that makes you look like an idiot. Don't give up, there is help.
I have been dreaming of moving to Paris forever. I mean, Frenchmen, they love older women, you know? Look at their president. He's young, he's hot. He married his school teacher.
It's the spotlight dance! Just you. Your moves. And 10,000 kilowatts of hot white light highlighting your every flaw.
Oh, so it's kind of like being a girl on the internet when they post a selfie and then they're like, today's gonna be a good day. And then there's always that one dude with like sunglasses in his profile picture who just has to chime in like, I wouldn't even date you if you asked me because you got weird eyebrows, all right? So like, don't even bother. But also, please show Bob's. Now, just to summarize the next sequence of events here, Christian Grey gets upset that she's out with her friends. He finds out where she is, shows up out of nowhere, and takes this 22-year-old girl who can barely even stand up by herself all the way back to his hotel room.
What's this?
It's a non-disclosure agreement. It means that you cannot discuss anything about us with anyone.
Which is so bizarre to me because like half of my relationships, I had to beg them to tell people we were actually together, you know, and stop introducing me as help, this guy won't leave me alone, or why isn't my pepper spray working? Psst, hey, Mr. Boss Man, what you looking at? Something interesting going on here? And then the other girl working there just gives him like the dirtiest look I've ever seen. I mean, I haven't seen a look like this since I told an old girlfriend of mine that the situation she was complaining about to me was really just the consequences of her own choices, and turns out that wasn't the smartest thing I could have done. Are we looking at the same place? This is absolutely the kind of house where you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night, there's gonna be some like 4-year-old kid standing there like, wanna play a game? And then you find out he died in the house 500 years ago. Just to summarize here, Christian's wife Anna tells him that she's pregnant, and his response is to go hang out with his ex-girlfriend all night.
Gustavo Rock, 90s mega producer of bands like Boyquake, Boys in the Attic, and Boys City.
And of course, who could forget the old classic bands like Boys in My Bathtub, Boys in the Freezer, and Boys in like 4th grade with those weird teeth growing out of the tops of their gums? So he ends up getting fired and reaches his absolute lowest moment where we see him sitting outside his local convenience store eating a piece of pizza on the sidewalk. Well, I mean, the pizza's in his hand, he's sitting on the sidewalk. Although let's not pretend that we all haven't had a craving now and then for some of that good old sidewalk pizza. Tastes like sadness.
You guys smell that? Smell something? Smells like
a guy whose hair looks like a yeast infection.
What is this thing anyway?
It's called the Cosmic Staff.
Oh, hey, what are the odds? That's also what I call my...
Why do you have all those romance novels if you don't believe in love?
Who says I don't believe in love?
You did in Soto's class.
Maybe don't believe everything I say then.
What didn't you tell me?
Nothing. I don't know what she's talking about.
You don't know what she's talking about.
I need to go.
What? Now? Pardon, answer me. Where are you going?
Out. Do you trust me?
Now, long story short, she ends up having a little too much funky potato juice and starts believing that consequences don't exist. And then she's like, you know what time it is? It's time to pull out my phone and make some bad decisions, because I'm 19 and you're watching Disney Channel.
You just kissed that girl.
No, you don't get to cry.
And yeah, what did you do, huh?
Nothing. The
Fire truck.
f is wrong
She
with you?
just said that she doesn't kiss and tell.
You should know I would never
Fire truck.
cheat on you.
Were you with her tonight? Is she who you disappeared with the whole night?
Yes.
Come on, I'm taking you home.
No, I love this place. Look at that guy. He's single and he's hot.
You know, being single in a nursing home definitely means something very different now that I think about it. So as you can see, Kat's grandma loves hanging out with her new friends who all grew up in a time when you could buy a car and a house while working minimum wage.
Oh my god. Wait, no, is this Elle?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're gorgeous. It's too bad this one here is so ugly though, isn't it? But he does do as he's told, so I keep him around.
So, what's the matter?
That's the matter. This is a girls' dorm, and that is clearly not for girls.
Well, I mean, it could be if you just believed in yourself a little bit more. Or like, I don't know, maybe try doing a handstand or something.
Don't tell him that I told you this, but he is so excited to meet you.
So am I.
Come on up, we're just about to have some dinner. We're gonna be making a video journal of this trip. It's a really big deal for these guys to be coming here.
Hey, Miley. How's it going?
Pretty good. Just getting some ketchup for my veggie burger. I see you like mayonnaise. Never tried that on a veggie burger. Ketchup ain't going.
You know, I had almost the same exact thing happen to me back in high school when I got up to sharpen a pencil, and then Kelsey also got up and stood behind me, so the whole time I was just like, hey, you ever wonder in Pokemon, like, what does everybody eat, right? Because all the plants and animals are supposed to be like everyone's best friends or whatever. Digimon Season 2 is actually like really underrated. Anyway, here you go, you can use it now.
Everything that is, or was, began with a dream. Every dream you ever had landed right here in Planet Drool.
Yeah, so basically this entire world is just Max's dreams all smashed together. Well, it's a good thing Max is 10 and not like 14 or whatever, because this will be a very different movie.
I'm so grateful that you're alive, but in the same time I want to kill you.
You saved me.
Thanks God that was so close. Why are you so disobedient?
Back at the clothing store, after a bunch of zany, wackadoo Disney Channel antics where Alex's brother uses magic on her clone, which of course, for some reason, makes her do like the chicken dance and spin around really fast.
Let's see if it'll throw up.
2007 didn't even have meme culture yet, so our sense of humor wasn't quite so refined back then. Like, it would still be a couple years before we even got like overly attached girlfriend or scumbag Steve or whatever. And then of course you fast forward to today and the internet's just like, me asking my 3 a.m. sleep paralysis demon to help me pick up the M&Ms I dropped under my bed. After he realizes that the whole sparkly skin thing isn't gonna scare her off, Edward starts telling her all the reasons why she shouldn't date him.
I'm the world's most dangerous predator. Everything about me invites you in. My voice, my face, even my smell.
Now I gotta say, okay, as someone who's been around the block a few times, let me tell you something. If someone starts to give you a bunch of reasons why you shouldn't date them, you should probably believe them. Oh, trust me, you don't want to date me. I'm selfish, vindictive, super jealous. All 5 of my exes just ran away screaming, so I'm a mess. And of course, if you're like me, you know, having anyone show any interest in you whatsoever is like winning the lottery, you know? So you end up saying something dumb like, that's because they don't understand you like I do. And then you just cut to like 6 months later and you're sitting there, your house is on fire, knife sticking out of your back, and you're just like, how did I miss all these red flags?
How did you get in here?
The window.
Do you do that a lot?
I like watching you sleep.
Code red, get out while you still can, Bella, code red!
Look, I'm sorry.
Okay, what just happened here? So Jacob just shows up like this? I mean, do you really just not own any shirts now? And then Bella just does this? Like, what are you even doing? Oh, hey Jacob, nice to see you. Hold on one second here. Yep, What the heck are you doing there, Bella?
You feel something else for me. You just won't admit it.
Yeah, Jacob, all I'm feeling right now is that bag of sugarless gummy bears I just had, so you think maybe we could speed this up? But like, really though, this whole scene is giving me some serious like high school PTSD flashbacks of myself talking to literally any girl who said one sentence to me. Hi Alex, how was your weekend? I know you're in love with me. Why else would you speak in my general direction? Just admit it.
I was not prepared. Wasn't prepared for this.
Forget it. She may need her toes someday. And let's face it, I am hotter than you.
Do you get it? He said he's hotter, and he means body temperature, but also he means that he's better looking. So it's like double meaning. Do you get it?
Bella, I can't tell you how sorry I am.
I'm not. Really, I'm not. I'm fine.
Don't say you're fine.
Don't ruin this.
I've already ruined it.
Why can't you see how perfectly happy I am? Or was 5 seconds ago?
You see, Bella, this is what Jacob was trying to warn you about over the last, like, 3 movies. Being with a guy who's all dark and brooding or whatever, like, it's fine at first, right? Until you realize that he's gonna brood about everything. Bella, I put the toaster on 4 instead of 3, and now everything is completely burnt, because that's how toasters work for some reason. How can you even bear to look at me? Bella, I accidentally washed one red sock with your white socks, and now they're all pink. I must climb to the top of the highest mountain so I can be alone and cry and stuff. I forgot to change the toilet paper roll again. Now, Jacob isn't a fan of this idea because that would mean he has to be away from Renesmee. So he goes over to Bella's dad's house and things take a sharp turn.
I need to see Bella.
Look. Here goes nothing. You don't live in the world you think you do.
What is going on with this kid? I mean, the head is not even attached to the body. I know this is an old meme at this point and I'm like really late to the party or whatever, but this movie just has so much everything. And you know, apparently in the original cut, they were actually gonna use like an animatronic doll for the baby, but like, I don't see how it could possibly have been any worse than what we have. Oh my goodness! What's going on here? What is this? What's happening? What? But you know, going back to Archie for a moment here, Season 2 and Season 3 of Riverdale gave us a very important main character of the show that Season 4 just kind of tossed aside completely and everyone forgot about. Here we are, the season's coming to an end. Here we are. I hope that things could be just like they were again. Here I am, and now that everything is done, what am I? We used to spend all of our days out in the sun, but then you grew up and changed your mind. Forgot about what we had, but just for a day, just one more time, life